So I've been reading all these reports about Gen Z. You guys are reading about how they're all depressed, having difficulty finding meaning and purpose in their life, not having sex. I read it and I was like, wait, am I Gen Z? No, just depressed. And I just did a new trauma therapy called EMDR. Oh, it's Santa Monica, we know, of course. The crazy thing is that we don't know how it works, but somehow when you move your eyes from side to side, your therapist can charge you more. Therapy is really expensive, but it works. I used to suffer from depression. Now I kind of enjoy it. Stand-up is making it worse. I had a show the other week and I had a heckler who said I had little dick energy. Thank you, I'm glad that's hard to believe. It was actually just one woman, but it kind of turned into more of a group consensus. I broke up with her after the show. And look, I'm not saying I've got big dick energy, like Philippe. But it's not LDE, it's that I was Mormon until I was 27. I still got a little bit of LDSE, Latter-day Saint energy. You guys ever been in a room full of Mormons? There's a sort of like overt positivity, very happy vibe, but it feels a little bit fake. Sort of like a 1950s black and white TV show, just without the black. Mormon missionaries are called elders. I was an elder when I was 19. Like, masturbation was against the rules, and I felt too guilty to do it. They called it elder abuse. Mormons don't drink alcohol, coffee, or tea. I was sent on my mission to Hong Kong where they've been drinking tea for over 2,000 years. So I spent 2 years telling them that as of 1833, God would please like them to stop. And I learned Cantonese to do this. That helped me convert an additional, 0 people. It was hard. Being a Mormon missionary in Hong Kong was kind of like being an old shoe, right? Like I was always in a pair, I walked everywhere, and after 2 years, my soul was worn out. But I did learn a lot. It was mostly old people that talked to us during the day, actual elders, and they had a lot of wisdom. One woman opened the door, and I'll never forget what she said. She looked at me right in the eyes and she said, "Oh, yappa, sorry, I'm 100 years old. Lady yi zai ho dai ye." Harder to translate that second part. Roughly, it's, "Your ears are huge." In that same conversation, I learned the Cantonese word for Dumbo. Siu fei zhang. Some people lose their faith sort of slowly over time. For me, it started more suddenly when my dad cut off his entire hand in a gardening accident. Like, cut it all the way off. And he drove himself to the hospital in a pickup truck with manual transmission. He parked in the parking structure, took a ticket, and walked into the ER. The problem was he forgot his hand. He left it on the ground in the backyard. So they sent a highway patrol officer up to get the hand. They airlift him to USC. His hand is reattached in an 8-hour surgery, and from his hospital bed, he confesses to my mother that he's been embezzling money to help pay the bills. It wasn't an accident, it was a cry for help. And I just kept thinking, comedy gold. No, I was distraught. I had never had a drink in my life, and I went out that night and I drank an entire bottle, like a big bottle of iced tea. I was up past midnight. No, but it did mess me up, right? If my dad actually believed in Mormonism, that could jeopardize his eternal salvation, right? So I could not figure out why he would do it. They were able to reattach his hand, but I was stumped. Let it out. I got married during COVID to a woman. Odds are a few of you were wondering. And I am just a tiny bit bisexual, just enough to turn off straight women and confuse some audiences. I'm not gay enough for Grindr, but I pop up on Gaydar. My very conservative family was really into April Fools. So one year, in my 30s as a joke, I sent an email to my entire family coming out as gay, full-blown gay. And it took my dad 12 minutes to reply. I had wondered for some time. And he would have replied faster, but he only types with one hand. Thank you very much. I'm G.D. Wright.